Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Jai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura, Hari Bol. Paramahamsa, Hari Vajakacharya, Astutarasita, Simadhi, Divine Grace. ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagadguru A.C. Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Hari Vajakacharya, Astutarasita, Simadhi, Divine Grace. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananda Godi Vaishnava Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Prem Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadu Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Purushottama Sitra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premananda. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Shanti Krishna Prabhupada Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Bhakti Chaitanya. Om Agyana Timilandasya Jnana Salakaya Chakshurunitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Kapitam Jena Mudale Swayam Dati Swarantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Sajena Sadhitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vesakaman Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tata Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Vipassandhyayevacha Patitanam Pavivyo Vaishnaveyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 12. 12? Okay. The cleansing of the Gundicha temple. I want to start from verse 74. Padichaka he Ami Saba Sevaka Tomara Sei Tomara Icha Sei Kartabya Amara. It's too long. Now you can chant. Padicha Kahe. The superintendent said, Ami Saha. Sabas. We are all Sevaka Tomara, your servants. Ye Tomar, whatever you are, Icha, desire, say that, Kartavya Amara, our duty. Translation. Upon hearing the Lord's request for permission to wash the Gundicha temple, the Padicha, the superintendent of the temple, said, My dear sir, we are all your servants. Whatever you desire is our duty to perform. 75. The king gave a special order for me to do without delay. Whatever your lordship orders. My dear Lord, washing the temple is not service befitting you. Nonetheless, if you wish to do so, it is to be accepted as one of your pastimes. To wash the temple, you need many water pots and brooms. Therefore, order me. I can immediately bring all these things to you. As soon as the superintendent understood the desire of the Lord, he immediately delivered 100 new water pots and 100 brooms for sweeping the temple. The next day, early in the morning, the Lord took his personal associate with him and, with his own hand, smeared sandalwood pulp on their bodies. He then gave each devotee a broom with his own hand, and taking all of them personally with him, the Lord went to Gundicha. In this way, the Lord and his associate went to cleanse the Gundicha temple. At first, they cleansed the temple with the brooms. The Lord cleansed everything inside the temple very nicely, including the ceiling. He then took up the sitting place Simhasana, cleansed it, and again put it in its original place. Thus the Lord and his companions cleansed and swept all the temple buildings, big and small, and finally cleansed the area between the temple and the kitchen hall. Indeed, hundreds of devotees were engaged in cleansing all around the temple. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally carrying out the operation just to instruct others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed the temple in great jubilation, chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna all the time. Similarly, all the devotees were also chanting at the same time, performing their respective duties. The entire beautiful body of the Lord was covered with dust and dirt. In this way, it became transcendently beautiful. At times, when cleansing the temple, the Lord shed tears, and in some places, he even cleansed with those tears. After this, the place where the deity's food was kept, Bhoga Mandir, was cleansed. Then the yard was cleansed, and then all the residential quarters, one after the other. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu collected all the straw, dust, and grains of sand in one place, he gathered it all in his cloth and threw it outside. Following the example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees in great jubilation began to gather straws and dust with their own cloths and strewed them outside the temple. The Lord then told the devotees, I can tell how much you have labored and how well you have cleansed the temple simply by seeing all the straw and dust you have collected outside. The whole idea of Gundicha cleaning is the Lord teaching us how to clean our heart. It's not just the physical walls that the Lord is cleaning. It's our heart that the Lord is teaching. And the few verses we have read. It shows the progression in our Christian consciousness. The Lord himself, he came here to teach. To come and clean the temple, the Padicha already said, is not his duty. But why is he doing it? He's doing it as a teacher, to teach us how to practice Christian consciousness. So he's showing it by example. He mentioned here, as the Lord was cleaning, he was cleaning the anarthas which we have from our previous lives. At the same time, the anarthas which we develop in the process of our practicing Christian consciousness. Many bad habits we develop in the process of becoming a devotee. That is manifesting as you are practicing. Our day-to-day practice shows, and the Lord showed it here. He is systematically, he started cleaning from the ceiling, not from the floor. He was cleaning the ceiling, the fans, the walls, down to the floor. And he cleaned everything and packed them on the cloths and threw them outside. Threw them so far that they will not come back here, meaning our devotional service will be performed in such a way that we make advancement, we make progress as we are practicing every day. We are not going to change our holy name. We're not going to change it. We're not going to change the Church Tamrita or Bhagavatam or Gita. We're not going to change it. We're not going to change 430 Mangalarati. We're not going to change the Gurvasakam prayer. We're not going to change them. We will do these things every day for eternity. As a devotee, as we are doing them, if we are simply repeating the same thing, it is not devotional service. In the devotional service, the taste will be different every day as you are progressing. Here, the Lord has shown that as he is practicing, he's making progress, and the progress shows that he's shedding tears. It's the result of the practice. The tears of pure love of God is coming. So sometimes he's cleaning with water, sometimes he's cleaning with the tears from his eyes. He's making progress. The Bhakti Dhira Damodara said, a devotee who have been practicing for 15 years. That is the expectation of the spiritual master. One who have been practicing this for 15 years should manifest this symptom. You should be able to hear Krishna's pastimes. You should manifest this. The tears should come while we are practicing, while we are chanting. Even if the tears are not coming physically, but our enthusiasm to continuously increasing, not diminishing, enthusiasm, our interest, not that it is a struggle. Many times, as a devotee, how are you? I am struggling. That's not a good answer. Sri Swami is demonstrating here that as he is practicing, the purification is coming, and the simplest are showing that he is eager to do, to keep the clean. Not that he is struggling, but he is keeping He is practicing with enthusiasm. He's happy. He's joyfully practicing everything. What did I stop? Okay, 91. I'll go to that. Yes. The Lord said, I can tell how much you have labored and how well you have cleansed the temple simply by seeing all the straw and dust you have collected outside. That means that the Lord is, as a perfect teacher, is watching all the devotees, how each one is practicing. That is the duty of the spiritual master. He should know how everyone is making advancement. And the Lord is showing it here by looking at the quality of our practice. What time we wake up in the morning, His grace, here, He mentioned that in the morning, Srila Prabhupada looked at each devotee's forehead and to see if your tilak is old or is new. If your tilak is new, fresh means you just wake up. If your tilak is old means you have been chanting since very early. That is Guru's duty. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing it here. He's looking at the devotee. What time you get up from sleep? What time you start your japa? What time you complete your japa? While you are chanting your japa, where was your mind? The Guru sees all this. This is cleaning. This cleaning. The cleaning represents us. The temple represents our body. The devotee represents the soul. So we are cleaning the heart, not just washing the wall that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching. He is examining every devotee. How many dust you have collected? How many sands you have collected means how much endeavor we are putting in the practice and the result of the practice. It shows. So if a devotee remains saying, I am struggling, it means he's collecting less dust. That means we're not putting a lot of effort. It means the result is small. Therefore, it is not showing. I can tell by how much dust you have collected. When I look, so the Gurus has the responsibility to see how the devotees are making advancement. He has that responsibility. Even though all the devotees collected debt in one place, in one pile, the debt collected by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was much greater. Why? Because he's putting more effort than others. He's more attentive to the practice than others. Therefore, he's collecting more. He is not collecting more because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is collecting more because he put more effort into the practice. And also, the Guru should make also advancement. You know that all the disciples should make advancement. A Guru also continue to make advancement. He should make advancement. If he doesn't make advancement, how would the devotees make advancement? It's a continuous thing. Not that one has grown to a certain level, now it's finished. Nothing is finished. It will continue. That is spiritual life. Everything is always fresh and new, and new, and new. Even though it's the same Harikesa mantra, but every day should be new experience in chanting. Chaitanya is getting greater. That means the Guru should make better advancement than the disciples. Then he can cover the disciples in their practice. After the inside of the temple was cleansed, the Lord again allotted areas for the devotees to clean. The Lord then ordered everyone to cleanse the inside of the temple very perfectly by taking finer dust, straws, and grains of sand and throwing them outside. We begin from giving up gross offenses. Then we go into subtle offenses, subtle anarthas, the invisible anarthas, which do not show on the face, but is there in the heart. So Krishna consciousness is not just external thing, it is internal. So we have to practice it from outside and then go inside. Meaning, as we are chanting with our external senses, you chant it so much so that now we are not simply chanting outside, we will continue to chant them inside. Continue. That is how we progress from Vaidhi to Raga Bhakti. From outside to inside. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas cleansed the temple for the second time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy to see the cleansing work. He's happy to see the advancement. The Guru is happy to see how the devotees are making advancement. He feels very happy because he is successful in his duty by making pure devotees. While the temple was being swept, about 100 men stood ready with the filled water pots, and they simply awaited the Lord's order to throw the water from them. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for water, all the men immediately brought the 100 water pots, which were completely filled, and delivered them before the Lord. The attitude we use in doing service is very important. Doing service is okay. Anyone can do that. But the attitude makes the difference. The devotees are very happy. They are waiting the order. They are eager to make advancement, to do the service. Devotional service should not be a botheration. Devotional service should not be a punishment. Devotional service is a joyfully performed activity because it is activity of the soul in exchange with the Supreme Soul. Joyfully performed activity. Kavi Swami said, when the chance for devotee to do service arrives, he is joyful. And with that sweetheart, he will execute the duty to please his master or her master. So devotees were waiting for the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and as soon as he gave the order, he happily brought 100 water pots, which were completely filled, and delivered them before the Lord. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first washed the main temple and then thoroughly washed the ceiling, the walls, the floor, the sitting place, simhasana, and everything else within the room. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself and his devotees began to throw water onto the ceiling, when this water fell, it washed walls and floor. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to wash the sitting place of Lord Jagannath with his own hands. And all the devotees began to bring water to the Lord. All the devotees within the temple began to wash. Each one had a broom in his hand. And in this way, they cleansed the temple of the Lord cooperatively. They were cooperating. And the Lord is going to explain more how devotees should cooperate in the Krishna consciousness. Someone brought water to pour onto the hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and someone poured water on his lotus feet. The water that fell from the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was drawn by someone who hid himself. Someone else prayed for that water, and another person was giving that water in charity. Cooperation. This is cooperation. No selfishness in Krishna consciousness. Selflessness is Krishna consciousness. No selfishness. Cooperation, not competition, is cooperation. Everyone will benefit. After the room was washed, the water was let out through an outlet, and it then flowed and filled the yard outside. The Lord mopped the rooms with his own clothes, and he polished the throne with them also. In this way, all the rooms were cleansed with the 100 water pots. After the rooms had been cleansed, the minds of the devotees were as clean as the rooms. Yes, this is the point. They were not physically cleaning, physically, they were cleaning the wall. But what was happening inside? The heart became cleansed. Because cleaning outside, actually, the heart cleaning of all the accumulated dirty things which have been there since time immemorial. When the temple was cleansed, it was purified, cool, and pleasing, just as if the Lord's own pure mind had appeared. Since hundreds of men were engaged in bringing water from the lake, there was no place to stand on the banks. Consequently, someone began to draw water from a well. Eagerness to serve. Eagerness to serve. Hundreds of devotees brought water in the pot, and hundreds took the empty pot away to fill them up again. With the exception of Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Dhira Damodara, Brahmananda Bharati, and Paramananda Puri, everyone was engaged in filling the water pot and bringing them there. Many of the water pots were broken when people collided with one another, and hundreds of them had to bring new water pot to fill. But nobody was wounded. The pot was broken, nobody was wounded, because they were all jubilant in their service. The mind was absorbed in Krishna consciousness. There is no question of havoc. So we were filling the pot, and others were washing the rooms, but everyone was engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and Hari. One person went for a water pot by chanting the holy names, Krishna, Krishna, And another delivered a water pot chanting, Krishna, Krishna. That was the language for communication. Krishna, Krishna. Someone is getting the water. If you want to talk, if I need water, Krishna, Krishna. Want to bring the water, Krishna, Krishna. This is the communication. Only Krishna. This is the consciousness a devotee will have in executing our services. While cooking, we should not talk. While cooking, we should not talk. You should simply meditate on the person you are cooking for. Thinking. I want to please him with my service. And nothing else should come inside. No conversation. Only focusing on the service we're doing because you want it to be acceptable. Want it to be an offering. And want the person we're offering it to be happy, to be satisfied with it. When one cooks in that consciousness, but Christian will eat that food with great relish. That prasadam gives pure love of God. Sri Maharaj demonstrated this in Jagannath Puri. Whenever anyone had to speak, he did so by uttering the holy name of Krishna. Consequently, the holy name of Krishna became an indication for everyone who wanted something. As Sri Maharaj was vibrating the holy name of Krishna in ecstatic love, he himself was performing the work of hundreds of men. It appeared as though Sri Maharaj was cleansing and washing with 100 hands. He approached every devotee just to teach him how to work. When he saw someone doing nicely, the Lord praised him. But if he saw that someone was not working to his satisfaction, he immediately chastised that person, not bearing him any grudge. It's a great duty. A flatterer cannot be a guru. The Bhakti Dhira that's what the Thakur said. A flatterer cannot be guru. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so perfect a teacher, a guru, that is training. When someone is doing nicely, thank you, this is very good. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. It's going to continue. Thank you. If someone is not doing nicely, because although we are receiving the same thing, we are not moving at the same speed. For many reasons, due to the heavy karmic background we have from previous life before coming to Krishna consciousness, the environment, and the personality we are living us. All these factors are there in our Krishna consciousness. The person who is leading us, the environment which we are performing these activities, and our karmic load we carry from behind has weight in our problem. Therefore, although we are doing the same thing, we are not moving at the same speed. But the Guru has to see who is moving at what speed. It's encouraging. Do better. Chastising the devotee who is not doing nicely is not hatred. It is his duty. That is love. So both parties are being shared love. You know that the one the Lord has glorified is the only devotee the Lord has, not the only devotee. He loved both of them. He's encouraging both of them in how they are making their progress, encouraging them. So when the Lord sees someone is doing very nicely and is glorifying him or her and tell him to go ahead, the Lord will say, you have done well, please teach this to others so that they may act in the same way. Teach others. It is not sufficient for someone to make advancement. That is not sufficient. Making advancement means that compassion should come along. Therefore, we should help those who are coming behind us. That is the duty of those who are fortunate. They will make others fortunate by themselves. The sign that one is fortunate will make other people also fortunate by themselves. So the Lord is teach others. It's when he's thinking, no, I will not teach you so that you will not take my position. That is not devotion. That is material life, material consciousness, that's not devotion. Nobody can take your position. What is our position? What is the position of a soul? Servant of Christian. Who can take your position? It's eternal. So who can take it? I don't want to show you the ingredient I use in my preparations. So don't take my service. It's not spiritual, it's not devotional. I don't want to correct you so that you don't become a better devotee than me. It's not spiritual, it's not devotional, it is material. You are making advancement. Help others who are coming behind, because today you are making advancement. Don't forget that in the past you have also made all the mistakes we are making now. But because you continue, you are helped, so you move forward. So it is important you share the mercy you have gotten that is making you to make advancement. Share the mercy for those who are coming behind. We are not making it alone. We are being supported to make the advancement. You share it. A father will be very happy to see how the brothers and sisters are cooperating. The father will become very happy. So teaching will be teaching. Be a good senior brother, a senior sister, a senior uncle or senior aunt. You should be good senior brother, good senior sister, good senior uncle, or good aunt. That is Krishna consciousness. The more we support others, the more we will be supported. The less we support others, the less we will be supported. That is a formula in Krishna consciousness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, teach others how you are collecting. As soon as they heard Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say this, everyone became ashamed. Those devotees began to work with great attention. Great attention. Means what? Now they are working together. They are moving together. Selfishness had been shut out. That which was blocking the devotees, the selfishness which was blocking the devotees had been shut out. Now they're working together and everyone is happy. Thus the devotee began to work with great attention, carefully supporting each other. There was the Jagan Mohan area, and then the place where food was kept. All other places were also washed. In this way, the meeting place was washed. The entire ward, the raised sitting places, the kitchen, and every other room. Thus, all places around the temple were thoroughly washed within and without. After everything was thoroughly washed, a Vaishnava from Bengal, who was very intelligent and simple, came and poured water on the lotus feet of the Lord. This devotee is very intelligent and simple. From? No, not physical. From cleaning, from practice. If the practice has made him simple and intelligent. When you know the devotee is not an intelligent person. Only devotees are intelligent. Prahlad Maharaj, 7th canto. Only devotees are intelligent. Non-devotees, not intelligent. And they are crooked, not straight. Devotees are straight and intelligent. Therefore, he came and poured water on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. He didn't do it in the beginning. He did it after cleaning. He did it after cleaning. This is our qualification to beg for mercy. The qualification for devotee to beg for mercy is that he or she has pleased the spiritual master with sincere service. Then he can beg for mercy. So the devotee has done his service very nicely, and now he is qualified to take prasad. We must cook before eating. The Gaudiya Vaishnava took that water and drank it himself. Seeing that Srila Mahaprabhu felt a little unhappy and was also outwardly angry. Outwardly. Although the Lord was certainly satisfied with him, he became angry externally in order to establish the etiquette of religious principles. Humility. Don't wash my feet in the front of the deity. Don't wash my feet in the front of the deity. Humility. The Lord then called for Dhira Damodara and told him, just see the behavior of your Bengali Vaishnava. This person from Bengal has washed my feet within the temple of the personality of Godhead. Not only that, but he has drunk the water himself. I now do not know what my destination is because of this offense. Indeed, your Bengali Vaishnava has greatly implicated me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada purport. It is significant that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Dhira Damodara Swami that the Bengali Vaishnava was your Gaudiya Vaishnava. This means that all Gaudiya Vaishnavas who are followers of Chaitanya cult are subordinate to Dhira Damodara Swami. The Parampara system is very strictly observed by Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal secretary was Dhira Damodara Swami. The next group of devotees was the 6 Goswamis, then Kaviraj Goswami. It is necessary to observe the Parampara system of the Chaitanya cult. There are many offenses one can commit while serving the Lord, and these are described in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Hari Bhakti Vilas, and other books. According to the rules and regulations, no one should accept obeisances in the temple of the Lord before the deity, nor is it proper for a devotee to offer obeisances and touch the feet of the spiritual master before the deity. This is considered an offense. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself was personally the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, it was not actually offensive to wash his feet, his lotus feet in the temple. However, because he was playing the part of an acharya, the Lord considered himself an ordinary human being. He also wanted to give instructions to ordinary human beings. The point is that even though one plays the part of a spiritual master, he should not accept obeisances or permit a disciple to wash his feet before the deity. This is a matter of etiquette. Prabhupada ki, Sri Gundicha Maharajana ki, Thai Gola Premanandi. Can we stop here? Can we stop here? Thank you very much. It is time. It's 9 o'clock. Right? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare